What's going on, YouTube? This is one of the last locals for the BT7 format. Just wanted to get a little bit of recording in. On the left, like always, I am playing Blue Hybrid because, like I said earlier, this is the only deck I brought over here to Kentucky, and is pretty much the only deck I do play because I love blue supremacy. Best deck in the format. I don't even know what's going on in my hands right there. He was complimenting my shuffling, and I was like, yeah, I do that flow art stuff. So again, this locals does not run mulligans or sideboard. We're going to move on into the first round of the local event. I still want to give a shout out to the Swords and Boards community down here in Radcliffe, Kentucky. They are phenomenal. If you guys ever want to go ahead and order product, they do ship worldwide. I will drop their website in the description. So if your local shop runs out of supplies, feel free to hit them up. Like always, I lose the die roll because I'm terrible at this game. But we open up with the Madoka Betamon hatch, and then hard play the Strawby to reveal 3, and I don't whiff. I grab a Davis and a Strawby. Love to see it. Opponents hate to see it. The opponent is playing a Ancient Garurumon, Bond of Friendship kind of deck going on. But it is no match for Blue Hybrid, because honestly, Blue Hybrid best deck. Change my mind. Go ahead and throws down the Izzy Joe, putting me at 4. Putting me at 4. Not sure if that was a correct move. When playing Blue Hybrid, it's all about advantage. And he did see me pick up a Davis, so I now get a free Davis. I was in fact a silly goose right here and did not promote my Madoka Betamon. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the Hexablow, because honestly, I think it's an underrated card, and it just adds so much more stun potential into this deck, and it hits rogue. So being able to grab the Hexablow, it does hurt decks like Commandramon, Diaboromon, Rookie Armor Rush and BT8 is going to be a really strong contender for the format, and I think Hexablow might see some play. So I go ahead and actually go Davis, Sora Joe. He allowed me to put up the egg because this locals is very casual, and they're very pro mistake, let you take things back. Ended up putting me to 5 by just hard playing the Madoka Betamon, just lock me out of Hammer Sparks and stuff. So I hatch to evolve into a second Madoka. The Madoka Bro, probably the best card rookie in the deck in terms of just because it's a memory blocker. Siakumon is alright. Not many things are reducing Digivolution costs. Ended up throwing the Susano down. Sadly, it's not a hybrid, so I wish it was, because but after this locals, I ended up dropping the Susanomon to play a second Aslongmon, because I felt that it was more consistent to play 2 Aslongmon and 1 Hexablow, and I ended up dropping 1 Kendo Garurumon for a second Aqua Viper. And then I dropped the 4th Siakumon to play a 4th Madoka Beta. So the list was changed a little bit after this locals, but it was just to increase ultimate consistency. And at this point, I'm just trying to memory choke him so he doesn't get the Izzy Joe proc. So I'm just using 1 Digimon at a time until I get into lethal range. And he gets his first security, and then checks into a Beowulfmon. So not that great. I'm glad I didn't hit any options. I wish it was like a Sora Joe or like another tamer, just to give me that lethal push next turn. What deck are you guys excited for in BT8? Personally, Imperial Dramon, Armor Rush, are my two biggest that I'm just all like outright just super hyped for. I mean, Digi Armor Energize, whatever it was one of my favorite like arc combos, and it's just I thought it was really cool, really well done. Kind of like also bridged the gap from the previous Tamers to Davis's group. Plus, it just added some cool like effects to the Digimon, in terms of like their Digivolutions and how they operated. So it's pretty cool. Really excited we got it into the game. I don't think it's going to be as toxic as Blue Hybrid, but I really do think that Blue Hybrid actually is going to fall off in this format. So I end up just promoting, going into Beowulf for 3, and then just playing the Howling. Sorry, not Howling. The Ice Wall, putting him the 1 so he doesn't get the Sora Joe proc. So at this point, I'm just kind of hoping that he just puts up his Ancient Garurumon, and then he only will get 1 swing, or he just leaves himself open for lethal. Because I do have 2 hybrids in hand with the Beowulf. Also have the Hexablow, so I can get jamming if he hard plays anything from here. But stay tuned. Next weekend, I'll be posting the best Imperial Dramon deck list. Even though y'all probably have seen a million of them already, but this one is extra sauce. Same thing with a saucy Gabumon. I got a lot of deck list ideas that I've been waiting for BT8. Just some combinations, making stuff a little bit better from BT6 and 7. Overall, just kind of adding to a certain level of consistency. So I go ahead and I, Digivolve into the Hexablow, and then swing in with jamming. And then I play a Tommy, putting him to 1. So I'm not sure if this was the correct move, but I am just setting my board. I had the Siaku on bench. I have 4 security. The only way he is really swinging in and doing extra stuff is if he basically has to attack the Hexablow. I really do love the Ancient Garurumon decks. It is just so much fun. So much swing, especially with the new Garurumon support we got in BT7. He's just doing his memory gain thing from the attacks. And then I end up topping a Davis in security. So just adding on to the hybrids in hand and just giving me a further lethal push. All in all, very, very, very solid deck. Super consistent. I'm going to miss how strong Blue Hybrid is going to be, because I really think it does get power crept into the BT8 format. It Digivolves it over into the Coralmon for 1, giving him a blocker, and then using Wing Blast to return the Hexablow to hand, trashing the rest. So this is now this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. He is a blocker. I don't go to 5. I'm at 4. I'm at 3. But we should be able to do it. We get ahead the Digivolve for 2. We're gonna Source Strip, draw for the Kiaramon. Ends up swinging Tommy's effect on the blocker so it can't block. Hits a Madoki Beta. Swing for Siakumon for lethal. Go ahead and move into round 2 of this. Well, game 2 of this match. And my opponent chooses to go first. Doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Math on the mat. Trying to calculate memory, we all do it. We're just trying to beat Big Braining. Open up to the Madoki Beta and then hatch it. And then just, same play as last time. Go ahead and put him at 1, revealing a Strawby and a Tommy. Gotta love to see it. Opponents hate to see it. The one thing I do love about Blue Hybrid is it's ultimately extremely consistent. Going from playing all 4 Dramon to original Imperial Dramon with the Nidhogg techs, and now to playing this. And those are the 3 main decks I played throughout the formats. And I kind of just stick with one deck. I played Gabubon, and that was really good and consistent. I loved it a lot. But I had such a short time on the deck because of my work schedule and whatnot, so I really didn't get to experience it too much into a competitive format. I did take the 2 tacks, but I scrubbed pretty hard. However, though, with the Imperial Dramon and the All Force, I did win a few locals with both, and then just the Blue Hybrid has just been probably the most consistent, probably the best deck I've played. I promote this Madoka Betamon. Go ahead and hard play another Strawby after checking with one. Grab the Sword Joe and Aqua Viper. And the opponent is still at 1, so he's going to swing, and it goes into the mat, which is nice, because honestly, the mat's a great tech. It's a 2-cost Vanilla Tamer, essentially. It's a really shitty Sword Joe, but it is great at Memory Choke, so if your opponent doesn't have any Memory Block, well, Memory Tamers, or any way to do it, then it's great. So we go ahead and Aqua Vipers me, returning his, I think that's a BT7 Garurumon, just to reset my Strawby and Madoki Beta. So I'm just gonna hatch, play the Madoki Beta, just play the Davis and go push him over. We're in like a really simplified game stage, so I'm not really too worried about taking any chip damage or whatnot, or putting up a board presence. So I felt the need to have a Memory Tamer already on board. Plus, Davis is busted, especially when we get to the Imperial Dramon line. Being able to basically grab 2 Paldramons because they're green and blue, or literally any green-blue Digimon, is going to be fantastic. The upcoming PPG in June in Denver, hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some video content of that. Best case, I'll just get some recaps and some deck lists and hopefully some games. But if not, we'll be getting out there with some good stuff. It's going to be great because the best part about that tournament is my buddy is playing the spiciest of decks. He ends up naming things off of soda, but he doesn't want to name it. It's like Mellow Yellow or some silly stuff like that. But it's great. Really excited. I bet you all can guess what the deck is based off that. But I'm really excited to play with this community in Denver for the last time before I move, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna go hit this PPG. Hopefully we win. Cash prize pool of 2K. That'd be super sick. We can drip the decks out for sure. But we're just there to have fun. It's one of the best card games I've played. Probably one of the best communities I've been a part of. I do have a very, very compulsive need to shuffle my hand constantly, no matter what card game I play. I can be playing Uno and I'll be just shuffling that shit. So he ice balls me, puts himself to 1. At this point, I know my opponent really doesn't have anything, and he's scared of lethal. I do have 2 Tamers on bench, and I'll have a free check with Strawby. But he is at 3 security, so lethal wouldn't be that big a deal. So I go to 3 because of Davis. I have the Howling on my hatch. Get that Madoki Beta because it's the best bro. You got Boca Bro, Madoka Bro. And into the blue matchup, just Boca Bro is the best. So we're just going to go ahead and Tommy it. And this right here is going to guarantee me lethal for the following game. We're going to Korikaku for 2 and then just stun it on summon. So that's great right here. Now I'm in a really great position. The opponent has no board that can really pressure me at all. Even if he were to go into the Ancient Garurumon line, there's no threat since it's Korikaku stunned, and then the following turn it's just gonna be stunned again. If he plays any blockers, I don't think I have any Sword Strip in hand, but at this point the game is already kind of set in my favor. It seems like from his hand he doesn't have any level 6s to kind of just like Emery Choke or something. But at any point I'm going to be able to go to 5 unless he plays Imadoka Betamon. But he just puts me to 4. And I do have the Howling. And so honestly we're just hoping he doesn't check into a Hammer Spark, which he does. So kudos on me, but I have the Madoki Beta, so it doesn't really matter. Swing Strawberry again, and then we're going to swing with the Korikaku, and we'll have Tommy effect, and then Korikaku dies, and I'm just going to reveal the final hybrid in hand to swing lethal. Alright, that was another great game here at Locals. Blue on Blue Crime. It's the most prevalent deck in the format. This guy always plays blue. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment. I hope you all had a great time. Peace.